What's up with it, YouTube? It's Legit Selly back at you with another video, and today's video is kind of like an educational video, and I wanted to put this out there for my subscribers, you know, and to anyone that just needs to hear this information. Now, before I get to the video, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you can become a part of Team Selly. Now, this is a double upload for today. You know, if you hadn't checked out my other video where I was able to cop the Supreme North Face North Face fleece for 14 bucks, go ahead and check that video out. You know, matter of fact, I'll go ahead and put the link to the description. I'll put the link to that video in the description below. But yeah, man, I just mentioned that because if you see the same little setup, see me with the same top on, is because I did record both of those videos in the same day, you know. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and get right into today's video. Now, this video, man, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this video, and it's even sad that I gotta even do this video because, you know, stuff like this shouldn't happen to people. Now, of course, y'all see the title of the video, you know, how to prevent being scammed online, you know. And it's really, you know, it's hard, you know, to try to prevent being scammed online because, for one, you try to trust people and you try to give them benefit of a doubt, but time after time, you know, I've noticed that you can't trust nobody. You know, I mean, I know a lot of people out there do legit business, man. A lot of people do legit business, but the ones that just like to scam and get over, you know, they make it hard for the people that does legit business, because now it's like, no matter who you do business with, you can't take that risk. You gotta be skeptical. You gotta ask questions. You need some confirmation that this person you messing with is legit. Now, we're gonna go ahead and get into the top keywords. I'm not gonna give a list, a number like top 5, top 10, because, you know, scammers find a way to scam, you know. But I'm just gonna give you the things to look out for when you purchasing online from somebody from those online sites. If you're doing Instagram, Facebook, like the app, like those apps that you can sell and buy stuff from, you know, there's many different apps you can sell and buy from, you know. I'm gonna give you a lot of the red flags and a lot of keywords that scammers like to use. Now, I have been scammed in the past, and if you go check out some of my previous videos, I did a video where I got scammed for a pair of Vapor Max Off-Whites, and I got scammed for a pair of Air Jordan 1 Breads. And I just recently got scammed, you know, and I'm so upset with myself, but I just recently got scammed for a pair of the Clay Yeezys, the Clay Yeezys that just dropped. But all the stuff I experienced, I said, you know what, I'm gonna put a video together and I'm gonna share this with everybody so everybody can be aware of what's going on. Now, at this point, I'm done giving people benefit of a doubt. I'm done trusting people. Like, if I hadn't done business with you in the past and I know you legit, you know, I'm sorry, I can't do business with you, you know, because it's nothing against that person, and I don't want to keep taking L's, you know, and, you know, you'll be a fool to, you know, to keep putting your hand on top of the burner if it keep burning your hand, you know. That's just simple as that. But first thing I want to say about, you know, being scammed is, if you on an online site and the buyer, like, if you can purchase through that online site and the buyer, like, refer you, like, to Instagram, like, hey, hit me up on Instagram, and he don't want to do the transaction through that site, that's a red flag, you know. I'm not saying I mean, yeah, I am saying that's a potential scam. I'm not saying he's gonna scam you, but that's a red flag. You know, why not? You got your item listed on this site. Why not go ahead and, you know, do the transaction on this site? Why list the item on this site if you want to refer me to Instagram and so I can purchase the item on that site? That's one red flag. Another red flag is if you asking a guy for the receipt of the item and they can't provide you the receipt. They come up with all kind of excuses. I don't know what happened to it. I lost the receipt and this, that, and the other. You know, some cases, you know, people misplace receipts and people lose receipts. But you know, if you real skeptical about it and you think that if most of the time, if the price is too good to be true, then and they can't come up with the receipt, then 9 times out of 10, man, either the shoe is fake or they trying to get over on you and scam. Another one that they use a lot is if they can't come up with the receipt or anything, they said that the shoe is a gift. The shoe is a gift from a friend, from a girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, grandma, auntie, uncle, anyone. You know, they say the shoe is a gift. Now, I'm not saying people can't get gifted real nice expensive shoes, but come on, man, it was a gift. Like, if anybody tell you it was a gift, man, like that's another red flag word. If they say it's a gift and they can't provide a receipt, man, just don't even deal with the transaction. You know, another thing that people like to do is Zelle. You know, I just found out the hard way that you cannot, I repeat, you cannot get your money back if you do a transaction with Zelle. You know, I thought I was all smart. The guy was trying to sell me the clays, and I was like, you know what? He want to pay with Zelle. It's okay, because my bank is going to his bank, but so my bank can track the transaction. And you know, if this guy is a potential scammer, if everything goes bad, I'll still be able to get my money back. You know, and it was a lot of red flags within this transaction. That's why I'm able to give y'all these key pointers. I ignored the red flags because I was thirsty for the clays. You know, I was thirsty for a deal, and I was finna get the clays, and I wanted to get them. And yeah, man, that's really where it all comes down to. I was thirsty for a deal, and I just ignored all the red flags. But I did the transaction through Zelle. Like, the guy stopped replying to me. You know, he didn't send me any tracking information. And I'm like, man, what's up? So the guy just went ghost. So I said, man, I hit my bank up like, hey man, I want to dispute this transaction. You know, I did a purchase, but the guy never sent the items. And since the transaction was done with Zelle, wasn't nothing they can do about it. They said they tried to retrieve the funds back, but they couldn't. You know, I was upset, of course. I had to take an L on that. But, you know, that's why I'm bringing y'all this video, because I would hate for something like that to happen to y'all. Another red flag for if somebody's gonna scam you is if you sell them an item. Like, most of these things I'm mentioning to y'all happen to me. That's how I know. Some things I was able to reach out to a few friends of mine, and they gave me a few little pointers as well on keywords and stuff that scammers like to use. Now, another thing is, if you sell them an item, you know, and immediately upon them receiving the item, they just, oh man, the item is fake. This is fake. I want my money back. Send me my money back. I want a refund, this and that, you know. I'll be pretty skeptical about that, you know. I'm not saying, you know, don't set your business up, like, if you're going to be selling stuff, to not accept returns, you know, because if an item is defective or if something like that, and if you didn't acknowledge something within the pictures and they want to return it, I mean, yeah, you can let them return the item. The problem come in is when they're dishonest. You know, you send them an item and they claim, oh, the item is fake. You know the item is 100% legit, but they like, oh, the item is fake. And you trying to be do the right thing and like, hey, okay, send me the item back. I send your money back. And you be careful with that, because they can potentially send you a fake shoe that they already had, keep your real shoe, send you back the fake, or they just send you back an empty box. That happened to me, you know. I sent the guy, if you check one of my videos, I made a whole video about it. The guy sent me back he claimed the shoe was fake. He sent me back the empty box. You know, the PayPal gave him his money back, and I was just stuck out. Luckily, I disputed the transaction with my bank, and my bank was able to give me my money back that PayPal took for that transaction. So I wouldn't call that a complete loss, but it was a potential scam, and the guy basically got his money back and got the shoes. So he actually won. I didn't really lose, because I got my money that he paid for the shoe. But that was a potential scam, because if the bank wouldn't have gave me my money back, I would have just been out on you know, money. Another item, another way a red flag, you know, for being scammed is if you purchasing, you know, through a site. And like it's a lot of different things people can say when they when they are potentially trying to scam you. You know, they're like, especially if they can't come up with the receipt. That's the real biggest one. If they can't come up with the receipt, they try to say, oh, I bought it from a guy on the same site, you know, and they trying to sell it back on the site. You know, that's pretty much a red flag right there. And another, like the number one, I ain't gonna say the number one, well, yeah, I guess this is like the number one number one red flag for a scam is if the price is too good to be true. Now, I know everybody out there love getting deals. You want to save money, and you want these hyped, you know, sneakers, like clothing, any item, you know, not just sneakers, clothing, like jewelry, anything that's, you know, of value. If the price is too good to be true, 9 times out of 10 it is. You know, now if you on one of these websites or apps or something, and somebody is selling a pair of Chicago Off-White ones, you know, he's selling them on the app for $900. You know, he's selling them for $900, maybe even $1,100, and you like, man, this is a pretty good steal on these shoes. You know, he got the pictures, everything looks legit. And then you go do your due diligence and check. You go look on the GOAT app, you go look on StockX, and you see the shoe for your size is going for like $3,000, and you're like, hold on, man, this dude's selling this shoe on this site for $900 to $1,000, and it's supposed to be brand new DS, and he don't want to sell it on StockX for $3K and make $2,000 extra. You know, that's a red flag right there. That's a red flag, because why would you pass up $2,000, you know, just to sell it on the app for like $900 to $1,000? So that is a real big red flag. If the price is too good to be true, 9 times out of 10 it is. And another this is not really a red flag. This is just some advice. You know, be patient. You know, be patient for a shoe. Don't be so thirsty for a deal on the shoe. Like if you looking for a shoe and you come across a shoe and it's a great deal, and you like, oh, I gotta have it. Don't just dive into the purchase. You know, do some research on the person that's doing the transaction. You know, ask questions. Where did you get the shoe from? Do you have the receipt? Can you send more pictures? You know, and if the person is willing to, you know, provide you with the receipt or provide you with the confirmation email, send you the pictures, you know, that you asking for, that you can identify, like, and you doing legit checks on. If they send you that with no hesitation, you know, everything they ask for, you know, they being cooperative, you know, that's good business. You know, not saying that that's still not a potential scam, because some people be on their P's and Q's when it comes to scamming. You know, they already got the pictures ready, they got the fake receipt, they got everything ready to go, and you know, they still ready to try to scam you, man. So that's just some advice, man. Be patient. Don't just dive into something. If you have to ask around, ask your friends, like, hey man, what you think about this guy, or what you think about this, what do you think about this, you know, item right here? Is it fake? And also, like, if it's on one of those sites, check their review history. Check their see if they have any reviews. Look at the items that they sold. You know, if you can see who's following them, if you see who's like commenting on their stuff, if it's like Instagram, like, just take a few extra minutes, hit that person up. Like, hey man, have you ever did business with this guy? Oh, okay, is he legit? Oh, okay, well thank you, man. Because I'm gonna do a transaction. I'm just trying to, you know, confirm if he's legit or not. I would hate to get scammed, man. And yeah, man, I'm trying. Let me see. I had a list of things that I was gonna share with y'all. So I'm trying to you know, I'm trying to give it all to you without leaving nothing out. So yeah, some of the other stuff that's that you can look out for, that's red flags. If you're trying to do the transaction for the guy and they saying like they're if y'all supposed to be local, like if it's supposed to be like local, like say like if like OfferUp. If you heard of OfferUp, it's a site where you can buy and sell items. Now OfferUp is pretty, like, you can kind of do business and transactions locally on OfferUp. Now if you see a local post and the guy is saying, oh, I'm out of town right now, but I can ship you the shoe and this and that, like, that's a red flag, you know, because we in the same town. Why not just meet up and do the transaction? You out of town, okay, I'll wait for you to get back in town. And if you making up some kind of excuses like, oh nah, let's just go ahead and do it now, like, no, that's a red flag right there. Another red flag is like Western Union or MoneyGram. Those are in the same conversation with the Zelle. You know, if they don't want to do, if you're not like familiar with the person and they would like want to do a transaction with Western Union and MoneyGram and Zelle, those are ways where you cannot get your funds back. You know, I recommend PayPal, and if it's a trusted buyer, I mean if it's a trusted seller and you 100% know they legit, yeah, you can do Zelle, you can do Cash App. But if you're not sure about the person, do PayPal transaction. Tell them to send a PayPal invoice and tell them to put the description of the shoe in the PayPal invoice. If they can't do that, then just tell them you can't do business with them. A lot of people try to get out of paying the fees that PayPal does, but hey man, I'd rather you know, pay the fees and things like that versus trying to, well, I can feel more comfortable doing the transaction with you. That's some of the key red flags you can look out for when doing transactions online. I know it's a ton of things that I probably missed. You know, if I missed anything, or if you was scammed and somebody used a tactic other than what was shared in today's video, go ahead and put it in the comments below, and yeah, let me know, man. And if y'all want a part 2 to this video, let me know, and hit me up on Instagram and send me a DM. You know, let me know some different pointers that can be given as far as ways to prevent scams. You know, so yeah, man, that's enough of that, man. And I wanna just, you know, wish everybody well, and what that was. It sounded like a shot just went off. But I want to wish everybody well. And I hope no one, you know, have to go through what I've been through as far as being scammed. And if you have, man, you know the feeling. And if you somebody out there that like to scam people, man, I really pray for you. I pray for you, and I just hope God can deliver you from evil. Anyway, enough of that. Until next time, it's Legit Sully. I'm out of here.